Hi everyone, it's Serena Fazan, and it's noon on Wednesday, my absolute favorite day because it's podcast day. I'm here at CP Communications and Red House Streaming, and I'm here with Colin Donaldson.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're ready to go on the record. My podcast, this is such an honor to have you here. Thanks to Audra Butler, my executive producer, who's taking pictures. And we just saw her shake her head, right? She's like, please don't give me any attention. But you are an internationally known TikToker.
That feels weird to even hear.
Well, okay, so let's start with getting to know you a little bit,
Yes.
Colin. So you're 24 years old, yes, definitely old enough that I could be his mom. And you're in you really care about the environment,
Yes,
right?
yes.
All right, so tell me about that. So tell me about, you're from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Born and raised.
You really care about the environment,
Absolutely.
and you start this to do
Yeah.
TikTok. So talk.
So it all came together quite weirdly, honestly. Like I used to work on St. Pete Beach in the sand with Suncoast Water Sports. So I was like renting out cabanas, doing jet skis, parasailing, all that stuff. And it was just fascinating to me. People would come up to me and be like, this is my favorite beach in the world. I love coming here. This is so great. And then when they left, they would just leave all of the trash in the sand, their beer cans. I was like, if you love a place so much, how do you treat it like this? So I just remember, like on Instagram one day, I was like, oh, this trash is here. And I got a bunch of comments like from saying like, oh, keep doing this. This is awesome. We love this. So I kind of took that and turned it into a bunch of like a little bit of a YouTube series, and then eventually transitioned to TikTok, and then it just kind of blew up from there.
Exploded, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so I want to ask a question though about when you started this and on Instagram, and you said you had a lot of comments, about how many Instagram followers did you have at the time?
2000?
2000.
So yeah, it was like mainly just like friends and family that were like, this is really cool what you're doing. So, and usually my Instagram engagement is just kind of like my friends. So I started getting a lot of people that I hadn't talked to or hadn't heard from for a while be like, this is cool. So that was kind of the first note that this is something that I should keep pursuing.
Now, how old were you again when you started? You're 24 now, but how
Yes.
old were you when you...
I was a late 23.
A late 23, so
Yeah.
very new. So then, but I'm so proud of you that you noticed this engagement on Instagram, that you decided to take it, as you said, one step further, and then you went to YouTube.
Yes.
So when you went to YouTube, what happened?
I put in the most work video-wise that I have and got the littlest return. And I know like YouTube's a different game. Like you have to really put in the consistency, the time, and the energy, and like really have your weeks planned out. And I like YouTube in that sense for that reason, but I was putting in a lot of work. I started a new channel. I previously had a channel that almost had about 10,000 subscribers, but I decided to start new, and I was dropping like 12-minute long videos that I was putting a whole week's worth of time into editing and stuff, and it just wasn't coming back. But I didn't want to stop just because of the views, obviously. Like I really cared about this, so I wanted to keep going, but it was a little disheartening that I would spend 3, 4, 5 days out in the sand in a row and get like 100 views. So that's what honestly pushed me into trying TikTok more, was like it was just way different.
Okay, so yes, and I want to go back to like Instagram and
Yeah.
YouTube later on in the show. So, and I totally understand that. You know, you put your heart and soul in it. You care about it so much, and it's not that you want to give up, but then you only see 100 views, and you're like,
Yeah.
gosh, you
Yeah.
like want to send the message. So at this point, like TikTok is emerging. So you think, as young minds often do, all right, I'm going to try TikTok. Okay, so you start a channel,
Yes.
and then what happened?
So at first I started my TikTok to make videos that weren't about trash. I was like, let me just keep the trash on YouTube and I'll just do whatever on TikTok. And I think the second video I posted went viral, and I was like, oh, that was easy. It was literally just me like walking up to a counter and ordering something, but instead of a cashier, it was a dog. And then he just went and got it. It was so wild. So I recorded it and it went viral, and I was like, okay, so there's definitely something here that's not like every other app that I've already tried to do this on. So that's when I started to think like, well, how do they feel about trash? How do they feel about Earth and the environment? So yeah, and I was pleasantly surprised with the return on what they care about. It's really, really wild to me.
That's really cool. So when you said a video went viral,
Yes.
what is considered viral?
I'd say it's like multi-tiered viral. So that was about 300,000, which isn't like anything crazy, especially considering like a TikTok, but it was early TikTok. So about 300,000 was pretty decent for just like my second video. And then if there's another, like if you hit 1 million, I would say that's like average viral, but then anything over like 2 million, 3 million, then you're in a different category.
You're a different category.
Yeah, you're viral on TikTok, you're viral on Facebook, you're viral on YouTube for all probably the same video, just in different compilations and stuff.
And compilation, by the way, is one of my favorite words. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. All right, like we're talking about all these videos, so when are we going to see the videos? So we did compile just a quick snapshot of some of the videos, and I'd love to play that.
I'm excited.
I'd love to play that right now.
Day 432 of me picking up trash on TikTok, and today, whoa, what's this? Do this. This is a trash list that came out of nowhere. I'm down, let's go. Oh, it's a beautiful day out the beach. I did not land that. Man, I got sand on me bum. That's okay though, because you know what's worse than having sand on your cheeks? Finding 7 dirty COVID masks with all of their strings still attached. In a world where every time we find a mask, we must rip off the strings and throw them in the trash. Nice. Up next, we got 2 plastic bottles, check. And I also found this glass guy too. Oh, look at this, bonus trash. Let's play a game, you know the rules. If this light's first try, you gotta follow me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go! Bonus points if you already follow me. 21 sig butts, check. Unfortunately, today the sand is not fluffy. Day 450 of me picking up trash right here on TikTok. That means we're only 50 days away from day 500. So I wanted to do something a little bit special today. So you all know the trunk of treasures, right? This is where I keep all the cool stuff that I find on the beach that I don't necessarily think is trash. For the past year or so, I've been putting all these treasures right here in my trunk, hence the trunk of treasures. These treasures have brought me a ton of joy, but now it's time to share that joy with somebody else. So here's the plan. I got all of these treasures right here in a new trunk. We're gonna give these guys a really good bath, and then we're gonna go donate them. Let's go. Let's get to washing! I'm having so much fun! Tell me you love me. Isn't he so cute now that he's nice and clean? Cool. Now that these babies are clean, we're here at Goodwill, here to donate these treasures and hopefully share the joy that they've brought me. Don't worry, I kept Spot and Krabby Bill because they're my best friends and I don't know what I would do without them. Day 491 of me picking up trash on TikTok, and we are so close to day 500. 9 days away to be exact, so I figured let's go pick up trash in 9 different places today, because why not? Place number 1, of course, we're at the beach, and look how many people are out here today. Got a nice handful of fluffy sand and a gnarly handful of sig butts. Ugh. Place 2, a parking garage right next to a water park. Here's what we got. Place 3, we're under a bridge, and as you can imagine, we've got some pretty nasty stuff down here. Place 4, we're at the Saturday morning market. I found Mario and all this trash. Place 5, I'm literally just out here on the side of the road. I don't want to be here too long, but this is what I found. Place 6, tennis court plastic. Place 7, top of the slide. Here's what I got. Whee! Place 8, we're in the cactus garden. I found these wrappers and this weird Santa Claus doll. And finally, for place 9, we're in a gator swamp, and the only thing scarier than that is this trash I found.
Colin, I am so impressed. That was so cool.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. And I love your energy. And you know that move when you did the thing with your legs, that was really impressive too. The athleticism.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty, that was impressive, I have to say. So you started this 500-day challenge. We are live on the show at day 495.
5 days left.
5 days left. Okay, so talk to me about this challenge. So
Yes.
why 500 days? And yes.
Yeah, 500 days is it's evolved. So at first I just wanted to start. Like I just did day 1, and then the next day I was like, all right, let's just keep going. And then eventually I kind of set the goal. I was like, well, let's see if I can do 100 days. So I hit 100 days, I was like, okay, cool, that was easy. And then I was like, let's do a year. So we went to 365, and then when I hit 365, I was like, okay, let's go for 500. And now that I'm at 500, I'm like, it's either I do another 500 or I come up with something new. So that's kind of where the day series came about though. And it was really, it was cool because I don't have to come up with an idea every day. I know what I'm gonna do. It's just kind of like changing the formula, changing the jokes, and obviously the trash is different every day. So it's just a lot of yelling and running.
I would say it's very energetic. So
Yes.
And when you say 500 days or 495 days, these are consecutive days, right? Like
Yes.
every single day,
Yes.
there's video. So let me ask you this. Do you shoot multiple videos on a day?
Well, it depends. So I kind of keep like a really strict schedule for myself, and I know if I'm gonna be held up all day tomorrow, then I'll shoot 2 videos today, and then I'll have it ready to go for tomorrow. But usually I feel like a lot of my creativity comes from the moment, and I used to say, like, there's only so many different ways you could yell at trash and make jokes about trash, but every day that's the challenge, is like finding this joke or finding what I could say about this piece of trash, or how do I bring awareness to this certain issue, and it's definitely what keeps it interesting.
So let me ask, in your TikToks then, you travel all over, don't you? Like but specifically in our state of Florida.
Yes.
Right? Why is that? And I know if you're doing a video every single day, you've got to be in the location. But what areas have you traveled to?
I've done a lot in like around the Gulf beaches here on Gulf Boulevard. I've hit everywhere from like Clearwater to St. Pete Beach. That's like my favorite place to go. I usually try to stay on beaches, so I've been to Venice Beach in California. I've been to Fort Myers, Naples. I haven't done Miami yet, but I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. And
Miami, city of Miami. You better be listening. You can invite him down to your beach. But anyway.
Clean it up down there.
Yeah, clean it up.
But yeah, so there's just like, I don't know, I've done a lot of traveling, and I have this series called Where to Next, where I pick a comment, because on TikTok you're able to use the comment as the prompt of the video. So someone will comment down like, hey, go to a Walmart parking lot. So I'll go there, and then I'll make a video, and then I'll be like, where to next? And then I kind of just like keep going based off of work, because I feel like the sand or being on the beach every day gets a little repetitive for some people. They want to see different, and it's also not as relatable. I want to really push the message that this is easy, you could do this yourself, but if you're not living by the beach, they kind of get confused of like, well, I can't pick up trash on the beach, I don't live by a beach.
That's a really good point, though. But there is always like a Walmart, a Target, a grocery store, your neighborhood street that you could see.
I like to say this: there's like a really good chance you're about 10 feet away from a piece of trash right now.
Wow.
As long as you're outside, I guess, maybe not inside, but like for the most part, it's there. It's around. You just got to look a little bit. You just got to kind of try to look, and you'll find something.
Are you surprised at the fame that you have accomplished
Massively
through this?
surprised. Yeah, I mean, like I've been in this space of like creating videos since I was in 7th grade, so like 10 plus years almost. And it's always been like different ideas, different concepts, different styles. And when I finally got to this one, I was like, this is the one that I'm gonna stick with. And from that, like, just the like, what is the word when people like how they received it, and the feedback they were giving back was like so wholesome. Like it's a lot of kids, and they're like, "This is awesome! I love you so much. You're saving the beach and saving the animals." And it really blew my mind. But it was really like comforting to know how many people cared about this issue and wanted to support somebody that was gonna, take action.
And weren't you so excited too? You're the eldest of 3 boys,
Yes.
you said, right? So you have 2 little brothers.
Yes.
And, probably wondering, like at 23, where, my passion in life, where's my career going to take me?
Mm-hmm.
And here you are, you found the niche with what you love so much, right?
It's honestly, I feel like I live a dream every single day. I get to go play in the sand and yell at trash in the morning. And it's cool because I try to hit the same spots every year because where I feel comfortable. And so there's a group of gals that go walking, I call them my gals. They go
so
walking
cute.
every morning, and I'll walk with them, and we'll pick up trash together, and we'll just talk about our weeks and whatnot. It's super cool. I've met a lot of cool people just from going to the same spot. And there's actually, I don't know if you've ever spent time on the beach, like the sun's rising, there's
beautiful.
a fleet of people that are out there picking up trash every morning. Like there's people that do it. I guess I was just the first one to record it, but yeah, I'm not the first person, and I hopefully pray I'm not gonna be the last person, but picking up our trash out there, it's really cool. There's a really big community of it.
And speaking of communities, it shows that this video community is huge, right? So I know a lot of people have always asked too about, okay, what is it about TikTok? You have to start on all of this. So we're gonna go to a break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about that, like
Amazing.
why, and I'm gonna actually ask you for some help with my TikTok.
I got you.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness he asked me, because I definitely need some help. So we'll share, how many people I have on TikTok and a few other connections. Yeah, so we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Cool.
I'm Serena Fazan. we're all so busy. And if you're like me, laundry is at the bottom of your to-do list.
If only you could take care of it in a Zip, right? Well, I have news for you. With Zip's dry cleaners in South Tampa, you can. Affordable, fast, and stress-free. That's why Zips is Tampa's favorite dry cleaners. For just 99 cents a pound, Zips will wash and fold your laundry for you. Just drop off your dirty laundry before 9 a.m. and you'll have it back, fresh and clean the very next day. Have dry cleaning too? Drop it off by 9 a.m. and it will be ready the same day by 5 p.m. for just $2.49 an item.
And even more convenient, Zips will drop off your dry cleaning and your laundry for a small added fee. Zips didn't invent dry cleaning, but they perfected it. Stop by and see for yourself.
Yes, I love my Zips family. And in fact, I wore this dress today that I got dry cleaned, and it's green
Yeah.
in honor of, the earth. And
It looks great.
well, my whole company, my business is green.
Yeah,
You know, so
literally.
it's crazy because what color are your eyes? Because my eyes are green.
Like a
Like
hazelish
a hazel,
green,
right?
yeah.
So only 2% of the population apparently has green or hazel eyes.
That's interesting.
So isn't that interesting? So that's why they told me to have my colors be green. Isn't that
You also
interesting?
mentioned that you recycle too, so I kind of figured
Yes.
that's why.
Yes. Oh, yes. Of course. My business partner Tanya Cielo actually is a huge recycler.
Let's go.
Yeah, she's really, really, very, very passionate about it. And it's a great cause. Of course, So, but before the break, we talked about TikTok.
Yes.
So. We're here thanks to my executive producer, Audra Butler, who never likes any attention, but I want to give her a shout out. And she said, you have to start a TikTok channel. So I did.
Yay.
I have 17 followers.
Let's go.
See, but
Let's get you to 20 followers.
No, he's watching. But I have to tell you something that's so. I love this show, right? And I have so much fun, and you can show your personality and have a great time. But I've done a lot of really serious interviews. Like I've, interviewed every president, going back to President Clinton. Sadly, serial killers. Many victims, and so thankful to be able to share these journeys.
Yeah.
But the video that has reached more than 1 million viewers, but they did not tag me, was an interview that I did with Lil Baby.
You're joking.
No, the rapper. But what did you say when I said that to you?
That is hilarious to me. That first of all, it's unfortunate that you didn't get the tag, but I swear I've seen that video, and I almost I kind of want to take a picture with you right now. That's hilarious.
Well, when you said that you saw that video, which is really
Yeah.
sweet. So we were in the studio prepping for the show, and he said, I think I saw that video. So I have a 13-year-old daughter, and at your guys' age, no offense, but everything on the phone is like texting or whatever.
Yep.
So she actually calls me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's calling. So her and her little friends call, and Sammy goes, Momo, you are TikTok famous. And I'm like, what? TikTok famous? What are you talking about? I wasn't even, the only things I posted on TikTok so far was nothing, it might have been some hair thing. Or she's like, your interview with Lil Baby, which the general manager, Lil Beckner, who also hates any attention, his wife got me that interview. We were doing something for the Super Bowl.
And you have 18 followers.
I have 18 followers.
Let's go! Almost to 20.
By the end of the show, let's try to get at least 20. But okay, so anyway, I'm so sorry because I'm extending that story, right?
Yes.
But it was unfortunate that I didn't get the tag.
Yeah.
Not to be selfish, but
I mean, it's always great to get the tag though, especially if something like that would be really cool. Cause Lil Baby's big. Lil Baby is, he's Lil Baby. So to have a feature and a video go viral with him, I'm starstruck, honestly.
so but speaking of that, so you
Yes.
are my TikTok expert. So can you talk to us about TikTok?
Yeah.
Can you tag? How long does it take a video? What should you? When you talked about putting the comment
Yes.
up as the quote, maybe.
Yeah.
Just share some tips with us.
So getting into TikTok was one of the most fascinating things to me actually, because like I said, I've been doing this kind of social media space for a while, and when TikTok came along, it was nothing like I've ever seen before. The way that videos are shared, the way the community kind of was being shaped, and and just the new features that you were able to do. So there was a point in time where I was making videos like vlogs for Instagram specifically. So it's portrait mode. You hold your phone this way, and
So
then
you hold, like this.
yeah.
Okay. So
and then it's
you
only
like
a
this.
minute.
Okay.
And so same with TikTok. You could post 15 seconds. They'll give you that, or you could do the whole minute, and then anything in between that. So. I kind of got used to this minute format, and that's kind of what I use to transition into my stuff. But the way that TikTok works is a lot of people get on there and like, oh, it was just showing me girls dancing. It's like, well, you got to get past that part. If you see that, just scroll past it. And then I would have friends that'd be like, oh no, it's just a bunch of thirst traps. And that's kind of, they're exposing themselves because it's only going to show you what you watch. So if you're telling me your For You page is only girls dancing, you're only watching girls dancing. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a little pro tip for you. Don't play yourself. So it's a bunch of crazy features. So, and the cool thing about it is they're constantly updating. So the comment feature wasn't there when I started, but eventually it was implemented, and I use it every day now. So it's a lot of really innovative new things that the way I kind of go about it when something new comes along is just try to do it in the most fun way and try to pull it and stretch it in different ways that necessarily aren't the intention of it. And that's kind of, I feel like, what has boosted my account a little bit with just having fun with the new features.
So if you tag someone though, for instance,
Yes.
can that person share that TikTok on their page?
Sort of. So it's not like a retweet or anything. It's more of you can do a duet, which was something I hadn't seen before.
Oh, duets.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you take their video and then you basically, there's like a option to duet it.
Okay.
And then your video goes side by side. So you can watch this video and then you can watch your video right next to it. And I use that every day because this feature was one of my favorite things because I would get tagged in a lot of videos of kids picking up trash and like going out there and
Yes.
doing stuff. So I was like, let me duet them. And so I'm putting them on my page with 1 million followers to show all my followers, like, you could do this too. This person's doing it. If you do it, I'll shout you out. Because it's never been like, oh, I'm the only person that's gonna do that. And there's other creators that have started making trash videos, and it's never a thing like, don't steal my brand. It's like, awesome, more help. So, because it's like not one person. My thing from the jump is one person's not gonna make a difference, but if we can all like start just being aware, doing our part, that's where we're gonna start seeing like things change.
Absolutely, and I love that you're so passionate about
Thank you.
about the cause. No, seriously. So this duet thing though is very interesting. I'm so sorry. Like I don't mean
You're
to be
fine.
self-serving, but I could duet my little baby interview, couldn't I?
You absolutely could do that.
Oh my gosh, we're coming up with these great ideas.
That's
right?
genius.
Don't you? Well, you came up with the idea.
I'm gonna script a whole duet for you. That's gonna be amazing.
So speaking of that, and
Yes.
speaking of, okay, no, but that is a great idea, right? Maybe you'll have to
Absolutely.
show me how. When you shoot your videos, you shoot them yourself? Okay, so how do you do it? I mean, do you constantly, carry this around and
I'm
do
gonna
it? or
be
how do you
honest,
do it?
I probably look insane out there in the morning because I'll get to the beach at like 7 a.m. with all the energy that I have, and I'm out here like, here we go. It's this piece of trash. I'm
Okay.
like, oh my gosh, guys, we just found this duct tape out here. And like, if I don't like the take, I'll do it again. So I'm constantly just like whipping my phone around. But yeah, I just use my phone, and then either I can edit on TikTok or I can edit on Final Cut, which depending
have
on
Final
the
Cut
font-
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that you can do that. It'll take that traditional editing software, or it'll do the new one. I find that editing through Final Cut's a lot easier, obviously, because it's intended for that. But yeah, it's really just all on my phone, which has been
Wow.
crazy. It's very convenient too.
Yes, I know, because we're always carrying around our
Yeah.
phones, and the cameras on the phone now are incredible. I mean, the cameras on the phone sometimes are even better than news cameras that some of the traditional news cameras.
Yeah.
So, how long does it take you typically to put together a video?
It ranges. It could be, I can shoot something maybe in like 10 minutes if I have like a really quick idea, or sometimes it could take up to like maybe 45 minutes to an hour. There's like one of the videos I played is a trash list. So I'll have kids that comment like, I want you to find this stuff. And so depending on what it is, it could take me a little bit longer, but for the most part, it's just going out, shooting the intro bit, and then collecting the trash. And then after I have the trash, that's when I start to shoot the like individual pieces of it, and then wrap it up from there. So yeah, I mean, like,
The editing process included. How long do
Oh,
you think?
yeah.
How long do you think it takes per video?
start to finish shooting all the way to editing, maybe 2 hours. That's because I've been editing for a while, so I can kind of like do it really quick, and it's only a minute. But otherwise, like if it's a YouTube video, it takes a long time. But a TikTok, I can get done in like 2 hours max.
Wow. Okay, so now I have to ask: is it profitable? Like, can you make a living doing
News
what
to
you're
me?
doing? Okay.
Yeah, I mean like. So TikTok does this really cool thing too, where they created this creator fund, where basically you get like a cut. It's a cent to every view or something like that. So if you have a video that goes viral, the conversion of it is like 1 million views kind of translates to about $25. So, and depending on how many days that's getting views. So that's profitable in that sense, but where I found like a lot of success wise is I work with sustainability brands and only eco-friendly brands that are trying to kind of get their name out there. So I want to like blur this line between like education and entertainment and kind of like bring environmentalism into a new genre of content that I really haven't seen much off of TikTok. So that's kind of like been the plan. That's kind of been the focus too.
That's really cool. So do they find, like on YouTube, how sometimes when you get enough views, then all of a sudden YouTube will say, okay, you can make money on YouTube. With TikTok, do they also find you as well?
Yeah, so you have to be, you have to have like a certain amount of qualification. So you have to have like 10,000 followers, you have to post 2 or 3 times a week, and you have to have a certain amount of engagement. And then you can join the creator fund. And then anywhere from there, it's just whatever views come in, they'll count it for you. And they also created a marketplace. So it works in the same way, kind of like YouTube does, but they have your profile, and brands can just kind of scroll through and be like, okay, we want to negotiate our thing with this person. And like I said, so I only work with like sustainability brands, but I'll get a lot of people that reach out to me through TikTok that don't necessarily line up to what I'm trying to do, but it's fascinating that there's even in the app a whole thing just for creators and brands to like interact with each other.
It's awesome. And you know what I always say? Ever since I was a little girl, English is not my first language, it's my 5th language.
Wow.
But I learned it's a crazy story. Episode 50, in fact, is my life story, right?
Okay.
But I learned to watch the news. I always wanted to be on news, and I learned English by watching Walter Cronkite and Barbara Walters. These are your parents would call
classics.
Classics, yes. Yes, a classic. I guess I'm considered a classic too. But I tell Sammy and all her little friends this too, that if you follow your passion, it does not feel like a job. And I think you are a complete reflection of that.
Thank you.
Your parents must be so proud of you.
They
We're
are.
so proud of you. We're going to take another look. Can we take another look at some of your videos before we wrap up? Why don't we take another look at TikTok?
Hi, if you need some motivation to get out there and literally do anything to help save the earth, I got a video for you. And here it is. Look out, there's so much, it hurts. Refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose, recycle. Check this video out. This is my friend the Litter Hunter, and I watched this video and I could not agree more with what this video is saying. Look at all these single-use coffee cups. What's crazy is just one reusable cup could have prevented all of these cups from ever being littered. Hate to see it. Hi, thanks so much for your trash list. This one is intense. 20 masks is definitely gonna be a challenge, but it's a challenge I accept. Let's go. Wow, it is a beautiful day out here on the beach. I got a new glove, and check out how fluffy the sand is today. The vibes are insane right now. Let's go find some trash. Bam, here we go, starting our trash list off with 8 cig butts. Unfortunately, cig butts are super easy to find. They're everywhere. And apparently so are 20 dirty COVID masks. Are you kidding me? I thought finding 20 dirty COVID masks would take forever, like at least an hour, but I found all of these in 30 minutes. I found these in lakes and parking lots and even right here on the beach. This is so sad. As humans, we have to do better. The animals are counting on us. And finally, we got 10 bottles. Wow, this trash list was gnarly. Goodbye, trash. Fluffy sand check.
Okay, I love your TikToks. As they told us, the crew came in here while we were watching your TikToks. And, I love my team here at Sammy and Red House. They're like, listen, we have the clip queued up for the little baby interview. I have to say, okay, I've learned this term through, having teenagers around me, cringeworthy. Before people watch it, I want to say, I am known for injecting a certain type of personality to fit the interview. So if it's a serious interview, I'm really serious. If it's a lighthearted interview, I'm a little crazy. So it was a little baby, I was a little crazy.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Okay, all right, let's roll it.
Little baby is here? Little baby! Wow! Oh my, OMG! Thank you so much for joining me on my show. Okay, wow. Okay, so guys, talk to me. I mean, we texted our kids that you guys were here. They practiced that hard. Is there any way we can go live? Can we just? No, we're taking. Okay, got it. Okay. So, talk to me about being here. This is so exciting.
Yep, definitely. We're excited to be here.
So, are you a Buccaneer fan?
No.
Chiefs.
Kansas
Pat
City.
Mahomes, that light skin boy.
Really?
Yep, we with the light skin dude.
Tyreek Hill. Black one.
So, are you guys here performing? What do you think of the current hotel? What do you think of Tampa?
Love the current hotel. Love the food. The food's delicious. We out here balling. You don't see us?
We out here enjoying the
It's the light
experience.
setup. It's the light setup. It's the light setup.
Like
You
today.
see us?
Yeah.
We like today.
Yes,
Two watches.
yeah, baby.
We like today.
In real life.
Do you guys want to do a little performance?
Catch us later. No performance. Hey, look. Thank y'all for the shout out.
Thank you guys so much.
He wanted
Are you
100.
guys?
I want
Hey, listen.
200.
Are we taking photos? Do I have my?
It's so
Oh my
funny.
gosh. Okay, what were you saying?
I was saying that first of all, that is hilarious. And I was dying watching that. I've definitely seen that. I vividly, I think it was on Twitter, not TikTok or
Oh
anything.
yeah, no, it's been on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. You gotta live with that.
And honestly, I have to say, it was during the Super Bowl. I was trying to act all cool. I felt like I dressed, and girls, you should always dress any way you want. But I felt, for me, I'm trying to find something red, like I'm running late. And I'm like, okay, let's just throw something on that is red for the Buccaneers,
you go.
And but anyway, yeah, so that was my little
That you
baby.
have to duet that.
Okay.
You should wear the same thing.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna come up with that is gold right
Really?
there. I love
Okay.
it. It's like the whole culture of it too is like you're saying, like that his brand and his whole career is really popular with the same audience on TikTok. It's the same age group, it's the same thing. So you definitely could just kind of just run with it and just take it and be like, that's me. That'd be awesome. Oh man, I'm excited for you, what we're gonna come up with.
Oh, I'm so excited. And listen, I am so excited to meet you. The reason why I love this show so much, and it's because I get to meet amazing and wonderful people. And so to have you on the show, what a treat for me. Yes, do we know how many, am I up to 20 yet?
No, you're still 18.
I'm still at 18.
18.
I'm still at 18.
Whoa, wait.
Wait.
Let's get, I will be number 19.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And we are going to do a TikTok together after the show.
I got you.
And he's got me.
I literally found you. That was so easy.
So I'm up to 19.
19! That's so funny.
So
Okay.
we will keep you posted on that, and then we've so enjoyed talking to you. I want to go with you one day to the beach.
Yes.
As you pick up trash or a beach or something, and we'll do a Facebook Live and
That'd be so cool.
all that
Always down.
stuff. Yeah, it'll be fun, right?
So, yeah, I've done one live stream while picking up trash and I had a blast, so I would absolutely be down.
We will have so much fun, and we have to give a shout out to Elizabeth West,
Yes.
who happens to be your aunt.
Yeah.
My
and
life
my life
coach.
coach.
And you're like.
Life coach twins.
Life Coach Twins! I love it! And
She's gonna be
we-
watching this like, what have I done?
And we love you, Connell Donaldson. So you are Trash Colin, right?
Yes.
On TikTok. How else can people follow you?
So my name is spelled kind of weird. It's Colin, Caulin. If you just put trash in front of that, you can find me anywhere on everything.
Thanks so much for having us. Any last words that you would like to say?
Save the Earth and Happy Earth Day.
Yay!
Save the Earth and Happy Earth Day. It says it on camera, but I'm going to say it again.
You want to say it one more time for good measure?
Save the Earth and Happy Earth Day.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching and all of your support. We just have so much fun on the show. And I always say, if you have a guest that you'd like to hear from, reach out to us, because that's how we get amazing people on the show. You can follow me on all of my social media channels. Serena Fazan is on, everything, and we know we're on
Follow
TikTok.
her on TikTok.
Have a great day, everybody. Bye. I'm Serena Fazan, a journalist, producer, and podcast host. With a background in television news, I know how much time and talent it takes to produce a broadcast quality production. But no more. Red House Streaming offers a simple, cost-effective method for capturing live action and streaming it in real time to YouTube, Facebook, or any other website. From single camera shoots or multi-camera productions, conventional or virtual sets, and from the state-of-the-art Red House Streaming Studios to remote locations, the professional crew at Red House Streaming, backed by the technology and reputation of CP Communications, allows you to produce more content at a lower cost and with little to no engineering required. That's why my podcast, On the Record with Serena Fazan, is streamed live from the Red House Streaming Studios each week. Contact Red House Streaming today at 800-762-4254 or online at cpcoms.com to learn more. I'll see you in the studio.